Okay, I think we are live. Hopefully. Except the screen's still showing the old screen, and that's not supposed to be showing right now, so give that a second to catch up. So, hi everybody, and welcome back to SEO Ninja. My name is Triston, and today, basically I just want an excuse to try out my new microphone because it's shiny, and hopefully it sounds a little bit better. If you guys could let me know if it sounds good or bad in the chat, I would very much appreciate that, because there's a lot of like little dials and buttons on here, and I'm pretty sure I got everything set up right, but you never know. So, if it sounds good, please let me know. If it sounds bad, please also let me know, because this is a raw stream. So what I wanted to do today is I wanted to show you guys a little bit of the website that we've been building. Just kind of like a little project update to show you where we are, what we've done so far, and what our next steps are going to be. Just because I think that kind of having some of these intermediary videos showing the actual progress of the site instead of going, well, here's the idea we have, and then here's the completely finished project. I think it helps to kind of show some of the bumps in the road that you can sometimes come across. So we're going to be doing that. Before we get too far into that real quick, I do need to make a little bit of money off of this video. So let me show you, this is my Weebly Seo Course. Like, this is the page for it. It's got all the information on it. It's pretty darn cool. I'm going to leave a link to this in the description in the comment section of this video. And basically what it is I show you guys how to optimize a Weebly website. So here's the theory. This part's all for free. You guys can just create an account and get access to this right off the bat. Once you've purchased the course, then you get the on-page SEO section. It's just a bunch of videos, like you can see right over here, that explain the entire SEO process. It's over the shoulder. It's me sitting here talking to you and showing you how I actually do everything that I do. So that shows you how to optimize the website. This shows you how to get backlinks, which is really important. This shows you how to track your website so you can actually see if what we're doing is effective or not. And it can also help you identify any problems that you're coming across. And then we also have a bonus section. This is links, tools, and resources. These are some of my favorite tools that I use for my work. And then we also have a private Facebook group where you guys can come in and ask questions and share your websites. And then we can all take a look at it and give you guys some feedback. And again, this is for paid members. So the course is $197 right here. And considering that my normal monthly rate for SEO starts out at $2,000, then 10% of it is a pretty good deal. So that's what's in here. And then this is what the course actually looks like once you're inside. So here are all the different sections and all the different videos. So here's all the on-page SEO videos. So here's how to do keyword research. Here's how to use a tool called Page Optimizer Pro, which is awesome. And then applying those recommendations that you get from Pop. How to build backlinks, how to buy backlinks, and then explains parasite SEO, which is my favorite thing in the world. And then how to submit changes to Google, how to track your rankings, how to do your Google Analytics. And then again, the bonus stuff is over here. So if you guys want to check that out, then definitely do so. But that being said, this is the website. So if you guys saw the video that I uploaded yesterday, we talked about how we plan out the websites. We talked about how we actually structure them first before we actually start building anything. And so this is the structure for the website that we built. And it's pretty simple. We have the home page, we have the employment page, we have a resources page, we have an inspiration page, and we have a contact page. Now within this, it's broken down to a few different groups. So for example, the job hunting page, whoops, I didn't mean to change that. We have people who are looking to hire, people who are looking to get hired, and then also like small business profiles, right? And then we have a small business profile page that looks like this. And I won't go over all this again because we already have a whole video on this. But basically, the idea here is that we can plan out the content of our website so that way when we actually go to build it, first, it's not super crazy complicated. It's not like 50 million pages with like one single thing on that page. It's organized, it's compact, and it makes it very easy to navigate. You should be able to find anything you want on this entire website in less than 4 clicks. Okay, that's the goal. So here it is. This is the actual website. So this is the homepage, and the goal of the homepage is basically just to tell people what the website is for, like what it does, and then to direct them to the individual parts of the site that they're going to find useful. So here are the resources, and again, these are just stock images. These are placement holders or placeholders until I get that content built. Same thing with this. This is for people who are looking to hire or to get hired. And then these are local businesses. and then somebody wants to promote their own local business, they just click right here. So I'm the Oddish. So if you click on that, it says, hey, Utah SEO Ninja. We offer marketing, website design, and paid and organic search traffic. And then it talks about when the business was set up. Here's all of our social media links. Here's a contact form to get in touch with us if they want to. And then, of course, they have the option of sharing this to Facebook or to Twitter. Now, this really is just a blog post. So we built this using the blog feature here on the system, because what we wanted to do is we wanted to be able to group these things into different categories. So, for example, all the marketing businesses are going to be marked under marketing, and then like all the handyman, and then all the babysitters and all that kind of stuff. So that way it's very easy then for people in the area who are looking for these local businesses. It's very easy for them to identify those very quickly, and then they can go through and they can read about them. So yeah, that's this part over here. Now, whoops, actually we'll do it up here. So this is the employment page. Again, we're going to pretty this up. Right now, we're just trying to make sure we get all the features in here and get everything working. So we have two contact forms. This is for people who are looking to hire, and this is looking for people to be hired. So basically, it's just a contact form. And what we're doing is we're going to take this, and we're going to tie this into MailerLite. So that way, whenever somebody submits this form right here, right, somebody says that they're looking for some kind of an employee, then what we're going to do is we're actually going to add in some extra filters to this form. So we're going to create a new form and we're going to upgrade it. But then what's going to happen is whenever somebody fills this out, it's going to look at those different filters, that different criteria, and then it's going to send out an email to everybody who's filled out this form based on those same criteria. So it's really, really cool. Like, it's a really neat feature that we're able to include in here. The one thing I haven't figured out how to change this part, like the little instruction part, but I'm going to keep messing around with that. And then down here, this part's actually kind of kicking my butt. I'm running into a little bit of trouble here. This is for job feeds. So what's the goal is that we can pull in automated job feeds from like Indeed or Monster or some of these other job hunting websites and apply the filters that we want to them. So like in this case, it's going to be people who specifically speak Spanish, and then we're going to be able to place those job feeds right here. So that way it's kind of a one-stop shop. If you're looking for a job here in the area, and if you speak Spanish, then you're going to see all of the jobs available right here in one easy-to-use little place. And that's pretty cool. I got to figure out how to mute this thing. Anyways, so next, if we look at resources, and again, you can see that we're following the exact same patterns or plan that we had created over here, right? So it's not anything too crazy, but here's what we got: resources for business owners, resources for people who are job hunting, and then external resources. So again, these are going to be filled with like YouTube videos on how to make a website, kind of like what we're doing over here. So it's all going to be in Spanish. And then this one down here for people who are looking for work, we're going to show them how to create a good-looking resume using Google Docs. So it's something free, something easy, like how to create a phone number just that way you can receive those phone calls from potential employers. Like all that kind of stuff is going to go over here. And then again, stuff that we already talked about in the site planning video. We have a bunch of local resources. We have like some really cool English as a second language schools. We have some resources from like Center of Immigration Services, Center of Department of Workforce Services, and so on. And then a couple of other private and nonprofit organizations that just help people find work. And so all those are going to go right here. Last I checked, we actually had a negative unemployment rate here in the state of Utah, which is pretty cool. So they do a good job. And then inspiration. So again, this is basically just going to be blogs. The idea is that we're going to invite people from the community to come in and share their experiences, to basically just inspire and motivate other people who are going through these difficult times. So like, when you first get here to like another country, right? When you say you go to another country and you're fleeing some kind of oppression or some kind of problems that you have back in your home country, and like you don't speak the language and you don't know where to go to buy food that you like, or like there's all these other kinds of problems, and it can get really, I don't know if uncomfortable is the right word. It's not great. It's not a lot of fun. And so one of the things that helps is to show people that they're not alone, right? To show them that there are a lot of people around them that can help them, that can support them. And of course, this is technically, it's not an official website, but or for excuse me, it's not like an official religious website, but we are pulling in from those religious um, sources, right? So like this is the first article that I wrote on here about taking one more step into the darkness. But it's pretty cool. So as far as the way the site's put together, like it said, it's nothing crazy. Home, employment, resources, inspiration, contact. I'll show you guys the contact page. Again, nothing crazy. But it's I think you can see how beneficial it is to have your site plans like this. So that when it comes time to actually build the website, like this is way, way easier or better than like just sitting there and like, okay, well I think we need a page for this, and then you make that page and then you add it to the thing, and then afterwards you're sitting there looking at it like, well, if somebody needs to find this thing, why do I have it on two separate pages? You know? And like it's just it keeps everything compact and concise and a lot easier to navigate. So let me show you an example here. Let's say I just moved here to the area and I want to find a job, right? So it's easy. I click on employment and I fill out this form and I hit send. And that's it. I have just submitted my information to find work. Or let's say that I want to find resources on immigration policy. Resources, external. We'll probably need to find a better name for that. And then right here is going to be the immigration information. So like getting your authorization for employment form. I think that's what it was called. Our employment authorization document. That's what it was. EAD. So that's going to be right here. And like, information about Bishop Storehouse or information about Department of Workforce Services or English as a second language, all that stuff is going to be right here. So the idea is to keep it really simple and easy to navigate. So that's kind of the idea behind this. We're not using any crazy tiles on this. You know, so it's all very basic elements. It's all very simple. But so far it's doing the job. The one thing I probably am going to change, well, there's two things I want to change. First is, like I said, I want to change out these contact forms for the upgraded MailerLite ones, so that way I can have a little bit more of that automation built into the system. And then the other thing is I've got to get these stupid job feeds to work, and that's going to be a little bit more complicated. But what I'm hoping is that they're just going to give me an iframe. It's like an embed code. So all I would have to do for that is you take this, you drop it in there, copy and paste the code that they gave you right there, and then click save, and it should work. So we're just waiting for the site to get approved for all of those things. Otherwise, I'm going to have to look for some other kind of resource to pull that off. But that's the idea. So trying to think if there's anything else that I want to show you guys. I'm going to do this real quick. Let me mute. I think I'm actually going to turn down this thing a little bit because I think that's too loud. Let's turn that thing down. All right. Always got to have fun testing and setting up microphone settings, but hopefully that's a little bit better. So yeah, I think that covers pretty much anything. I don't see any questions in the chat. So I'm going to go ahead and shut this thing down. If you guys do have any questions, or if you'd like to see more about how this website's advancing and kind of what we're working on, I'll leave a link to the site in the description, also in the comment section, so that way you guys can come and check it out. And we appreciate your guys' feedback, especially if you guys speak Spanish, and like if you're looking through it and like I spell something wrong, then let me know. I am going to send this through my some of my old editor buddies just to double check everything, just because I'm not a native speaker, and even though I've been working in and around Spanish now since 2007, so coming up on 13 years, still don't speak perfect Spanish, but that's okay. It's a process. But yeah, So like I said, that's what we're working on. That's how it's coming along. Pretty happy with it. I like it. It's fast. It's smooth. And I think it's pretty easy to use. I think I just need to kind of clarify some of these things here on the side a little bit. And I need to add in the resource section here somewhere too. That's probably, oh, well, I already did. So here. So add in the resource section and upgrade some of these pictures. And then I need to get my wife in here to come in and to pretty up the design. So that's what we talk about in the next one. I think that covers everything. So hope you guys have a great day and see you in the next video.